For centuries, the ocean has held secrets, dark, silent, and unforgiving. But among all the mysteries buried beneath the waves, one region stands apart, a place whispered about by sailors, feared by pilots, and debated fiercely by scientists. A patch of ocean where ships vanish, planes disappear, and logic seems to break apart like shattered wood drifting in a storm. Today, we dive deep into the enigma known simply as the Bermuda Triangle. The story begins long before modern navigation systems, long before satellites could map the oceans, long before humans fully understood the forces that govern the sea. The first warnings came from the earliest European explorers who set foot in the Atlantic. One of them was Christopher Columbus. As he approached the region now known as the Bermuda Triangle, he wrote of strange lights flickering on the horizon, lights that danced above the water, lights he could not explain. His compass began to behave oddly, drifting from true north. To sailors in the 15th century, this was more than unusual, it was terrifying. Columbus survived his journey, but his logs recorded something that would echo through the centuries, a place where the rules of navigation seemed to bend. As time passed and global exploration increased, more stories emerged. Ships reported violent, unexpected storms, storms that appeared out of clear skies. Others claimed the sea itself behaved unnaturally, churning as though something beneath the waves was rising. Sailors whispered of ghost ships drifting silently through fog, their crews nowhere to be found. And slowly, the region between Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico developed a reputation it would never lose. By the early 20th century, maritime traffic had increased dramatically. Steamships crossed the Atlantic regularly. Cargo vessels traveled between islands. Naval ships trained in the area. And with that rise in traffic, came more disappearances. Some of these cases remain among the most chilling unsolved maritime mysteries ever recorded. One of the earliest and most disturbing events was the disappearance of the USS Cyclops in 1918. A massive U.S. Navy cargo ship, nearly 540 feet long, carrying over 300 men, vanished without sending a distress signal. There were no survivors, no debris, not a single piece of wreckage ever found. The ship simply ceased to exist somewhere within the triangle. The U.S. Navy investigated for years, but the official report concluded with a sentence that still haunts historians. The ship and all hands have been lost. Nothing else is known. As decades passed, the list of vanishings grew. Cargo ships, private yachts, fishing vessels, some small, some enormous, gone without a trace. But the mystery took an even darker turn when aircraft began to disappear. The most infamous case is Flight 19 in 1945. 5 U.S. Navy Avenger torpedo bombers went out on a routine training mission. The weather was clear. The pilots were trained. They were flying familiar routes. Yet something went terribly wrong. Their transmissions became confused. Their leader reported that his compass had stopped working. He said the ocean didn't look right. Islands were in the wrong places. His trainee pilots sounded increasingly desperate as fuel ran low. Their final radio message: "We can't tell where we are. Everything is wrong." All 5 aircraft vanished. In a desperate attempt to rescue them, a massive PBM Mariner flying boat was launched. Minutes after takeoff, it also disappeared. In total, 6 aircraft and 27 men vanished in a single day. This event alone solidified the Bermuda Triangle's reputation as a death zone. But the disappearances didn't stop there. In 1948, a Douglas DC 3-passenger plane carrying 32 people vanished while approaching Miami. Its pilot reported everything normal. Then silence. The plane never arrived. No wreckage was found. 2 years later, a British South American Airways plane disappeared in clear weather. Again, no wreckage, no bodies, nothing. And in the decades that followed, dozens of vessels, large and small, met the same fate. Why? How can modern ships equipped with radios, radar, and emergency systems vanish so completely? How can entire aircraft disappear in a region heavily monitored by both civilian and military radar? To find the answers, we must explore the theories, scientific, supernatural, and everything in between. One of the most commonly discussed scientific explanations involves methane hydrates. These natural gas deposits lie frozen under the ocean floor. If the hydrates suddenly release, methane bubbles rise rapidly, turning water into a low-density froth that cannot support a ship's weight. A vessel could sink in seconds, without time to send a distress call. Yet critics argue that such events, if they occur, leave behind disturbed sediment, gas traces, or debris. And in many triangle cases, nothing has ever been found. Another theory involves unusual weather patterns. The Bermuda Triangle sits in a region where warm and cold currents collide, creating unpredictable storms. Rogue waves as tall as 100 feet have been recorded in the Atlantic, enough to snap a ship in half. Sudden microbursts, violent downward blasts of wind, can crash planes by forcing them toward the ocean. These explanations make sense for some disappearances, but not for the ones that occurred in calm weather. Navigation errors caused by magnetic anomalies are another possibility. The Earth has only a few places where true north and magnetic north align perfectly. Some experts claim this affects compasses and creates confusion, but modern planes have multiple backup systems. It's unlikely all would fail at the same time, yet that's exactly what seems to happen in the triangle. Then there are the more unconventional theories. Some scientists speculate about deep-sea trenches and unusual gravitational fields. Others propose time distortions, moments where aircraft accidentally slip into pockets of warped space. There are sailors who swear they saw glowing clouds or strange mists before their instruments malfunctioned. Pilots have reported electronic fog surrounding their planes, making clocks spin unnaturally fast. And of course, the public imagines even more dramatic possibilities: ancient underwater structures, hidden military technology, portals, even extraterrestrial involvement. While these ideas spark fascination, they remain unproven. What is proven, however, is that something in this region defies easy explanation. But the Bermuda Triangle isn't only a mystery zone. It's also a place of history, culture, and human tragedy. For the families of those who vanished, the Triangle is not a supernatural tale. It is a wound that never fully healed. Relatives of Flight 19 crew members still leave flowers at naval memorials. Families of Cyclops sailors still ask the same question: how can a ship that large simply disappear? These stories remind us that behind every headline lies real human loss. Modern scientists continue to investigate. Oceanographers map the seabed. Meteorologists study storm patterns. Researchers examine unexplained disappearances from the last 20 years. Yes, even in the age of GPS, ships still go missing in the Triangle. Some cases involve small boats found adrift with no one on board. Others involve electronic failures that experts cannot replicate. Despite all our technology, the Triangle still claims lives and still defies certainty. So after hundreds of years, countless investigations, and endless debate, where does this leave us? Does the Bermuda Triangle truly hide a deadly secret? Or have we created a myth out of coincidence, magnified by fear and imagination? Perhaps the answer lies somewhere in between, part science, part storytelling, part natural danger, and part something we still can't explain. One thing is certain: the Bermuda Triangle remains one of the world's greatest unsolved mysteries. A place where history, fear, and unanswered questions collide. A place where the ocean keeps its secrets well, and where every disappearance adds a new chapter to a story that refuses to die. And now, it's your turn to decide. Do you think the Bermuda Triangle is a real supernatural danger? Or is it just misunderstood science and unpredictable nature? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the unknown, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, because more incredible mysteries are coming your way. Watch another documentary next. The ocean is wide, and its secrets are endless.